lost me. Hello. Is that you, Elliot? I bet it is. Okay. Sorry, I'm adjusting the camera. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Let's see if I can see the live chat. That would be good, wouldn't it? Or am I going to have to open my laptop as well? That's entirely possible. It's going to be one of those days, I can tell. Hello, everyone. Yeah, it's not going to show me the live chat, is it? Of course not. So I can't see any of your messages right now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, right. Laptop is going on. This is happening. And, of course, it's not plugged in. So give me a second. Oh, my goodness. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I swear, if it wasn't me, we wouldn't be having technical problems, would we? We'd sit right over here. Get my laptop on so I can be my own moderator. Look at that. All right. Okay. How's everyone been? Right. Laptop is going on. I'll be getting the cards in just a second. So we're going to start. Oh, I can see the live chat. Of course, as soon as I plug the... Hi, Becky. Oh, the messages disappear very quickly. Yeah, definitely going to have to use the laptop to see messages. All right. All right. Okay, where am I going to put everything? Let me go down there. My laptop can sit on my radiator. Perhaps. Oh, there we go. That's better. Password in. And I'm going to be doing some reading. I'm going to start out with a general reading in just a second when I get my life together. We're going to be using this really cool deck that my friend Jules sent to me. Well, I bought from her. It's really, really lovely. Hi, Becky. Deli Pip, hello. Hi there. So I'm going to be starting out with this deck because I'm in love with this new deck I have, and it was created by a good friend of mine. So obviously I'm going to support her and tell everyone how amazing it is, because it really is. She's an artist and it's all her own unique artwork, because it's really cool. So on previous videos I have put a link to it. I haven't done in this one because I set up the live stream wrong, so there's nothing in the comments, I don't think, yet. But there will be. It will be great. It will be absolutely fine. So we're going to do a general reading, and then we're going to do individual readings as well. So we're going to get a little bit of an energy update. What do you mean I need to sign in again? Ugh. No, don't make me verify. Okay. This is not the moment, Google. Oh, we need to verify it's you on your phone. No, you don't. Stop that. Oh my goodness. Let's pull some cards while my laptop thinks about its life choices. Okay. All right, let's get a little bit of a feel for today's energy. Today is the 22nd. No wonder it's so emotional. 22nd. It's the fourth quarter moon. The moon is... Ew, it was void, of course, this morning. Entered Libra. May not have entered Libra yet, to be fair. Interesting. Colour of the day is orange, apparently. So, hello, welcome. All right, let's get a few cards just to start out for today's energy. And while I sign into my laptop, la 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 la. Okay, so I'm filming on my phone and I need my laptop because I can't see the live messages. All right, The Alchemist's Muse. Oh, I like that one. Soul Reclamation. Love that one. That's probably my favourite picture, I think. Actually, one of my favourites. And Acceptance. Interesting. Yes, I need to accept that I'm having technical problems right now. As usual. As usual. I will get the hang of this one day, I'm sure. Your password was changed 5 days ago. Oh, damn, it was, wasn't it? So I can remember the new password. That's always fun, isn't it? Cross everything for me. Is asking me. There we go. I'm having technical blessings. Well, thank you, Elliot. I appreciate that. That's one way to look at it. I like that. Positive. Very positive. That's good. I like it. Okay. All right. Update password. Yes, let me in. Let me in. That reminds me of Rick and Morty. That song. Let me out. Let me out. This is not a dance. Okay. All right. Alchemist's Muse. This is an interesting one. This has come up a couple of times for me recently. It does feel very much like we are number 54. Look, it's on a planet. It looks like it's on Jupiter. Jupiter 54. That is Jupiter. Look at that. Jupiter 54 says connection to Jupiter here. And Jupiter is the ruler of... Good question. I'm not an astrologer. Interesting. Isn't that fascinating though? Because Jupiter is the great benefactor, is a very lucky planet. 54.9. I feel like you guys watching, because you guys are obviously in the right soul group to be watching this reading in my soul tribe, and you are bringing luck to people around you. I feel like you're somebody that brings luck to people around you, and it may be time for you to actually experience some of that luck for yourself now. Maybe so far other people have been benefiting from, you know, being in your energy, and that's something that's definitely happened to me, and I had a really hilarious example of it. I've always been like a lucky star to other people, and this is the message here, so bear with me. And I found like if I was with other people, they'd be really lucky and fortunate, and the second I stepped away from them or didn't want to be friends with them or didn't want to be with them anymore, their life kind of takes a nosedive. And it's that sense of you being a lucky star to others, but also needing to be a lucky star for yourself, because we've got soul reclamation. It's about reclaiming some of that energy that other people have sort of sapped from you, tapped from you, and actually using it for yourself now, but accepting all that you are, who that you are, and knowing that it's okay for you to experience that good luck. It's almost like maybe there was a taboo element, like you wanted to experience your own good fortune, but you didn't think you should be allowed to for some reason. There's an element of feeling like you have to put everybody else first with this spread. Like you have to put everyone else's feelings, needs, wants, desires first. But that's the shift here. That's the change. We're reclaiming our soul now. And it's like soul fragments that we are reclaiming. Look, there's a little cat in the middle of this one's beautiful Egyptian influence here. And the lovely ankh there as well. What does this say? Divine mystery. Yes, understanding the divine mystery. And it is very much a divine feminine card, because we have the sacred yoni here and this beautiful dark red color, which I absolutely adore. And it's almost like a mixture of purple and red. So to me, it kind of speaks to the coming together of the higher and lower chakras, the crown chakra and the root chakra coming together in great wisdom. This is a card of deep wisdom. There's the energy of Isis coming through, the divine feminine coming through here to help and support us as well. So it feels like we've been experiencing, perhaps thus far, maybe for a long time in our lives, or maybe it's a pattern that we've recently changed, experiencing our divine feminine being out of balance to the point where we felt like we had to put everybody else first all the time. And I know that's been a pattern for a lot of you guys out there watching. And it's definitely been a pattern for me as well. So I completely resonate with that one too. But that's the change. That's the shift that's happening at the moment. So, okay. Well, hello, everyone. I can see all your messages now, so that's really good. So you can put messages in the live chat and I'll actually be able to read them. Yay! Okay. All right. So acceptance. I feel this is where we've got to now, and I feel you guys probably like me have done a lot of healing over the years, over the months, and it's almost like we're saying hello to ourselves for the first time. And if you look at the red paint marks here, almost for a second it looked like hi. Hi. We can finally see the diamond within. We can actually see who we truly are, but it's taken a long time to get there. And there's this gorgeous turquoise color of the throat chakra here as well. I'm wearing my topaz again today, my new topaz. So pretty. Very much resonating with that at the moment. I was really drawn to the blue. When I was shopping for this yesterday, I was really drawn to the blue crystals. Not showing off or anything, but it's something I'm very drawn to at the moment. And I've got my two turquoise crystals either side of the table here as well, because they've been really helping me recently. I've needed to lean on them a little bit to keep my voice from disappearing, as you will know if you've been following the advent calendar videos. But acceptance at 49, and 49 is the last number before 50, and 50 is where we attain a new level of wisdom. And it is wisdom of the mind, but it's the mind finally understanding the deeper mysteries of life. And 49 is a very magical number, because we have all of our experience creating our reality at that point. All of our experience, all of our knowledge, everything that we've done, experienced, and our spiritual knowledge as well, starting to create our reality, starting to really become good manifestors at 49. And then we step into this high level of wisdom at 50. And that can happen with age as well. You know, when you reach the age of 50, there is a certain wisdom that comes with that age if we're prepared to accept it. And again, acceptance. You must accept the gifts of wisdom that are given to you. You mustn't ignore them. Hello, Sunsis. Hello. Yes, we must pay attention to the gifts of wisdom that come from within, no longer waiting for external validation, waiting for other people to tell us that we are allowed to have something, allowed to experience something, allowed to be with somebody, allowed to, you know, have what we've asked for, what we would like to ask for, maybe thinking that we have to have permission before we can even ask for the thing that we want. That's all changing now. That's all changing now, and we must pull back and do our own healing. So there's healing work here to be done about reclaiming soul fragments, pulling them back in, and we do that just by healing ourselves and intending for that to happen. So I would say in your next meditation, if you guys meditate, or just in a quiet moment, just ask those lost soul pieces that have chipped off, broken off, fragmented off, snapped off, shattered, over the years in this lifetime and previous. Ask them to come back, invite them back in with love, invite them back in with love, and welcome them back when they come back. And it might feel quite emotional when you feel a little piece reattaching as well. There's a lot of emotion here. Very, very beautiful. Because this alchemist's muse, she doesn't look very happy. She looks really sad, like she knows too much. She's under the influence of Saturn, who's a hard taskmaster, and she just knows too much. And it's making her sad. And I feel like whoever she is a muse to, and this could be more than one person. Hello, Ginger. Hello, welcome. Welcome, Purple Hearts. You see the music score down here, it says, so pure, so blessed. Yeah. But she doesn't realize how beautiful she is to others. All she knows is the pain that she feels of other people. So it feels like there's a real kind of like the dichotomy of the empath of feeling everyone's pain and it actually being incredibly difficult, which is a shame because you also do understand all of the beauty in the world and you feel all of the beautiful emotions as well, but sometimes the darker ones get the better of you. But I feel there are other people around you who see that goodness in you, who see that beauty in you, that strength in you, see you for who you truly are, and those are the people to hold on to. Those are the people. These could be family members, friends. There could be a new romantic connection coming in here as well. Somebody who will hold up a mirror and show you who you truly are. So that's really beautiful. Really liking that energy. But we are on the 22nd today, and 22 is the feet of the goddess, 22-4. It's the divine feminine helping us to manifest. The divine feminine leading the divine feminine. But it's also about choices, polarities, understanding the extremes of things. And people who are, you know, quite spiritual, quite tapped in, we can experience things in more extreme ways than the average person. We feel things way more deeply, so it feels more, I guess, more extreme is the word I want to say. So yeah, acceptance of self. And I think this acceptance of self is coming about naturally. It's probably coming about from you doing your own healing work as well. But I feel there will be a persons stepping into your life soon, and you may already know them, but they will be stepping in to bring you that extra encouragement to hold up the mirror and show you who you really are, and it will be beautiful. It won't be an ugly mirror. It's one of those mirrors that shows the truth. It was one of those in a cartoon one time. I forget which cartoon it was, but I remember there was a cartoon where you look in the mirror, and if you were a really nice person, it would show you like this beautiful golden light, and if you're a terrible person, you'd look ugly and hideous. And it was so long ago, it must have been the 80s, because I'm getting on a bit. But that stayed with me, and that's the mirror that I'm sensing here for you guys. So we're going to get some Moonology cards as well here. Of course you may, Sunsis. Of course you can have a reading. We will get to that in just a moment. Okay. I will let you guys know when to say that you want a reading. Don't you worry. I'm not about to forget that bit. I know that's why you're here. And for Bedford, obviously, who is asleep on my bed at the moment. We'll go and visit him in a minute if he doesn't come in. Okay, whoops. The cards just threw themselves on the floor. Let's see what they are. Take time to breathe out. Whew. Can we just take a deep breath, everyone? Can we just take a moment, go, just let that out. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Yes. Wow. Really beautiful. So the message very strongly, I'm going to move these up because I'm aware you can't see them. The camera angle's a bit weird on a live stream. It doesn't go very wide angle like I normally do for my videos. So have faith in your dreams. Yes, you can have what you've asked for. In fact, you are allowed to ask for what you want if you haven't even got to that stage yet. Okay. And take time to breathe out. Stop holding that breath. You know, when we're anxious, we tend to hold our breath and breathe very shallow. We can end up holding the diaphragm quite a lot. So I just want you to take a moment to just let that breath go and just let your body relax. Let your shoulders relax. You know, your tummy muscles, your stomach muscles stop tensing. Stop tensing. Allow your legs to relax, your arms to relax, your feet. Feel the connection of the floor under your feet. Put your feet flat on the floor if you can, depending on where you're sitting. And just come back to the body, come back to the physical body for a moment, so we can get in that place of oneness. And then we'll do some readings for everyone, and it gets very exciting. I hope my voice holds out. I brought water with me, so I should be okay. Oh. Alrighty. Pop these away. Okay. So Elliot's going to go first because he was here first. And then everyone else who'd like a reading, please say in the comments if you haven't already. I'm going to assume everyone does, so we'll probably get to everyone, so don't worry. Elliot, we're doing you first. Are you there? Are you still there with me? Just thinking which deck I want for you. I want the Woodland Wardens. I want the Woodland Wardens. Let's get the animals for you. Oh, those are my love cards. We'll bring those out in a minute. Oops. And cards throwing themselves on the floor already. Okay, they're very chatty today. They're very keen to talk. Obviously very amped up on everyone's energy. Things have been a bit heavy today. Oh. The Finch and Peach romance. The Bobcat and Blackthorn patience. Well, that's a message in and of itself there, isn't it? And mischief with the Martin and Fox glove. So I would like to bring some fun in for you as well. Let's bring the fun back. Not forced fun, let's bring some real fun back. So Finch and Peach, I really like this one. What's that? 36. Oh, 36, 369 manifesting number. Yes, we're manifesting romance here. And the peach is very sensual fruit as well. So it feels like a very sensual romance coming in, being brought to you on the wings of angels, on the wings of this beautiful bird that's bringing you this gorgeous peach. And it's showing you the heart of the matter. You can actually see the stone in the peach here as well, the potential for the next phase. The potential for growth, the potential of starting something new that becomes a tree. So it feels like something serious actually coming in romantically for you, something long-term that has potential for the long term to grow into a tree. The Bobcat and Blackthorn, patient, yes, but you must have patience with yourself, with the process, with other people here. And yes, it feels like there could be some opposition here with the Martin and Fox glove, some opposition from people who maybe I want to say they have damaged hearts, and that could be literally, they might have had a heart attack or something, but it feels like energetically the opposition to this is from somebody or more than one person who has a wound to the heart chakra. So that may have manifested as some actual heart issue in real life, physical life, or not. You know, it could be a weird scar or birthmark that they have around that part of their body, but it feels like with the foxglove, the people who are opposed to this union are the ones that can't feel love in the same way that you do. They can't feel it. They don't get it. 24. Wow, these are incredibly powerful manifesting numbers. 24/6 master builder number and 36/9, which is the manifesting number. Incredibly powerful manifesting number. I've got a book on that here somewhere. I'm going to see if I can find it quickly to show you. I probably won't be able to. Oh yeah, here it is. 369 Manifestation Journal. 369 is a very special number that Nikola Tesla used to use, and people who know about manifestation will use the energy of this number and use it in different ways, use different techniques to actually help them to manifest, because it's a very, very powerful numerology, very special numerology here. So it does feel like something very special, very unique is being manifested for you. But there is some opposition to it from people who are a little bit less spiritually minded, these are not people who are connected to their heart. And maybe they've had reason to disconnect from the heart. Maybe they've been through some very difficult romantic experiences themselves and they've lost faith in it. So be patient with yourself. I love the bobcat and the blackthorn. Be patient with the process, because I feel like it's 40. I feel like there is a need to keep certain things to yourself, to keep certain things secret at the moment. And that can be to do with romantic relationships, but other things as well. Keep some things under your hat. Not everybody needs to know everything about your life. Okay. And that includes family and people who might pry and want to know and say, well, I've just got your best interests at heart. That's the only reason. That's not good enough right now. Keep some things under your hat, literally in the dark here, but take care of your health and your body as well. So I'm very drawn to the purple berries on here, and I don't know if blackthorn is something that is edible or not. Not sure. I would have to look that up. But I'm drawn to edible purple berries for you. So maybe like purple grapes, purple berries like blackberries, black currants, that sort of thing. But the actual berry, not Ribena. Not Ribena. Okay. Not creme de cassis. That's not what we're doing here. So 22 on the clock. Very emotional, very special. Yeah, there's something very special coming in for you, but I think you're going to need to keep a lot of it under your hat to stop other people interfering. So there we go. Okay. All right. Was that okay for you, Elliot? Did that make sense? Are you still there? Is anyone still here? That was great. Thanks. Oh, great. Thank you. Sorry, that's me being needy. Like, oh, I need feedback. Sorry, that's my ego talking. I apologize. Right. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Sunsis, I think you're next, aren't you? And Becky. Right. We'll just go in the order I can see them. I can see you on the screen, so I don't miss anyone. So we'll do Sunsis next. Then we'll do Becky. Okay. All right. Sunsis, we're going to the herbal astrology for you. Okay, I have my sensor shells at the ready because there is some pictures that are a little bit for YouTube. So not rude, just boobs. And YouTube doesn't like boobs, as we know. I don't know why. All right. Okay. Alrighty. So let's get some cards for you. Deli Pip, yes. Oh, I can't read. Deli Pip, yes. Yeah, you'll go next. Okay, that's cool. Just going to quickly check. Blue Lotus, Intuition. Oh, I love that one. Wow. Skull Cap, Stiffness. It feels like we're doing threes today. I was going to do one card readings. Apparently we're doing threes, but it's all good. And your third one, which does need sensor shells. Let's get this big one to hide all of that. No, that's not going to work. I'm going to need two smaller ones like this. Let's make them match the card so it looks nice. One here, one there. Sage, Blessing, and we're coming in under the energy of Jupiter, which is interesting because we had Jupiter coming through a minute ago, didn't we? Let's pop those back a little bit. Okay, so there's actually two women here in front of the fire, but you can't see them because they're naked, so they've got shells on. They've got shell bars like mermaids. Blue Lotus, wow. Going quite deep here, and look at the purple theme here. They've got purple flowers. We're very much going to the third eye chakra and the crown chakra here, so this is going to be quite a spiritual message for you. Okay, Sun says. stillness, intuition, blessing. Wow, is that what you're doing at the moment? It's beautiful. If you're not, then there's a gorgeous nudge here to have some sort of absolutely beautiful meditation, ceremony, retreat, spending time in spiritual practice. Because there's this gorgeous flow at the moment of intuition for you that wants to come through, that wants to balance so beautifully your masculine and feminine energies. So the divine masculine, divine feminine energies exist in all of us. We both have a some of each. And the deep waters of Scorpio coming in here as well. Wow. The beach getting some sun. Oh, that sounds wonderful. That sounds perfect. I wish it was warm enough to do that here. Hello, Pitstick. Okay. So, Sun Sis, deep water. Deep water, maybe that's literally deep water in front of you if you're at the beach. But I want to talk about the Scorpio deep water. I want to talk about reviewing things from the past, understanding ways in which you have communicated, ways in which people have communicated with you. There's some heavier themes coming through, more difficult themes coming through. That's what's healing right now. That's what's clearing. So the sage obviously clears negative energy, doesn't it? It's wonderful. Bit pungent. Hello. Let's look at the numbers we've got. So we've got 5, 6, and 47. So we've got 6, number of the heart for the sage. We've got 5, which is the mind on the blue lotus, but it brings in the intuition. So I want to talk about the higher mind for you here. And skull cap on 47. 47, 11, 2. So wisdom coming in there as well. Wisdom and understanding things that have happened in the past, understanding them on a deeper level, and having the intuition really talk you through it. So feels like the words that want to come through. Feels like a time of acceptance and understanding things that have happened in the past. Feels like a time of healing from the past by fully accepting and understanding them and appreciating that what's done is done, and that you are so incredibly balanced and whole now, so much more balanced and whole. And no one's ever perfect, of course. But there is this real beauty that comes off these cards, this beautiful spiritual energy coming off these cards. So a real stillness of the soul. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to get one more. Rue protection. There it is. I was looking, it's funny, I was looking at the box and my eye kept falling on the lion on the back of the deck, and I thought, lion, I'm getting Leo, lion. And I thought, no, that can't be it. Then I pulled this card, and of course there's the lion. I've got angelic presence here coming in as well. And of course the lion represents the sun, and look at these beautiful yellow flowers here as well. I don't even know this plant. I've never heard of it, but it comes through with this gorgeous protection, strength. Hello. What a lovely day, 90. Hello. K.A. Do I say K.A. or do I say K? Yes, of course, you can have a message in just a minute. Yeah, there's a beautiful protection that comes through, which is eternal as well. Despite everything you might have been through, there's this gorgeous, balanced protection, this loving, angelic aura of protection around you at the moment. It's really beautiful. So, and it is Sunday as well, isn't it? So it's the day of the sun. Very appropriate to be at the beach in the sunshine. I love that. But yes, there is a nudge very, very strongly here to commune with your guides. And you might do that by actually going in the sea, because I do sometimes. Commune with your guides, spend time meditating, contemplating, because it's a very perfect moment to do that at the moment, and know that you are very beautifully protected. Yeah. Very much in the here and now. K.A. is K-cat-A. Do I say K-cat? Okay. I feel like there's something missing here. Like I need one more. Where am I going? Yes. I'm going to give you a little love note from the universe. Okay. I love every minute we're together. Now, I normally use these for romantic readings. That could literally be a person saying that. Hello, Fire Rabbit Tarot. That could literally be a person saying that I love every minute, but it feels like there's also some appreciation from the universe, from your spirit guides here who really want to show that love and appreciation to you, just to remind you who you are and how special you are in other people's lives, but also to let you know that you are safe and protected at this time in some very real, very tangible ways with these red big petals, flowers at the bottom here. Yeah. And do remember to call on your angels as well when you need that protection, that guidance. And that is eternal. They are always there with you. Wow, that was quite a high level message, Francis. So that was a little bit more spiritual than I was expecting it to be. So that's how it goes sometimes, isn't it? So I hope that makes sense to you. All right, so where am I going next? I'm going to Becky, aren't I? Becky's next. Let's pop these away. Okay. Are you still here with us, Becky? I'm sure you are. Yes, you are. Yay. Okay. We're going to the Fortune Oracle for you. I love these cards. Oh, look, patience on the bottom. No, I hate that card. It's like, don't tell me to be patient. Don't you know who I am? Okay, all right. All right, let's get some messages for you, Becky. Apparently we're doing 3 card readings today because that's just how they decided to start coming out, and that's where we're going. So I'm probably going to be here all night. Marriage, ooh, Sun, Unicorn. Oh, you're so welcome, Sun Sis. Thank you. Wow, okay, this is interesting. So we could literally be talking about a marriage or relationship, or we could be talking about just emotions generally. So you are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Gorgeous. Interesting that we've got 10s here. Sun, open your heart to enormous growth ahead. Wow. So some very big changes coming for you here. These are both 10s, and the 10s show up at the end and beginning of a cycle. So it feels like a whole new cycle about to start in your life. And it feels like you're entering into a much more spiritual part of your life, Becky. With the unicorn here, 33. 33-6 is the Christ consciousness. That's a very, very powerful message, very important message. So sorry, I'm just doing distracted by the live chat because I don't have anyone here to help me today. Just catching up with the messages. Maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe it's time to catch up with the messages from your spirit guides, Becky. Maybe that's why I got distracted there. It's like, we've got messages for you. Would you please meditate so we can give them to you already? Pay attention. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you if you just believe. So yes, there is a little nudge here to believe in yourself and to build that self-belief, those self-belief muscles, the self-worth muscles, why did self-improvement muscles come through? Self-improvement. Are you trying to do something at the moment to like, feels like you might be doing something for self-improvement at the moment. Maybe you're reading some self-help books or trying to get in some better habits, or I don't know, going to the gym to be a bodybuilder or something. I don't know. Oh, I love that, Fire Rabbit Tarot. You've got to remember, although these messages are personal, there could be messages for everybody here as well. So take whatever's for you, you know, because you're all the lovely gold cosmic track. I can't speak. Healing affirmations. Oh, there we go. You're all the cosmic dragon soul tribe. So there's going to be overlapping messages. Absolutely. Yes, because you are moving into this way, way more spiritual phase of your life, and it's a new beginning. 20, new beginning. 30, new beginning. New decades beginning. So it does feel like it's a 10-year period, a 10-year cycle that's closing out, and a new 10-year cycle that's actually beginning. And there's 10 people in the room as I say that, so that's really interesting. 10 people on this live stream. Yes, and this is what opens you up to huge positive change in a lot of areas of your life. So in your romantic life, in more tangible aspects of, you know, whether it's your work, your hobbies, your business, your activities, whatever it is that you do, but also your spiritual self as well, your spiritual life opening up now and bringing in a lot of healing. So it's a time of healing, which is always a challenging time. I would say there's a connection to the stars here as well. So I don't know if you've been stargazing or if that's something that you like, or you follow NASA or something, or if it's astrology, astronomy. Very, very drawn to the stars for you. I'm very drawn to tell you to sit and look at the stars if that's something possible. Obviously, if you're in England, you won't be able to because we get so much freaking clouds. They won't stop spraying in our skies, so we've just got insane amounts of cloud. We've had so little sun this year because they won't let us see it. And it's very annoying. In which case, sometimes we have to go onto YouTube and watch stars that way if we can't look at them in the actual sky. Yeah, but there's huge amounts of positivity and success, but it's more than just physical success. It's this huge leap forwards on a spiritual level that's available for you. Oh, it does resonate 100%. Oh, with what you've been going through as well. Ah, interesting. Isn't that fascinating? Healing affirmations are fantastic to do. I've been working a lot with affirmations recently as well. I've actually been using subliminal ones because I'm quite impatient. And it's a good way for me to trick my mind so my ego doesn't get involved as well. I find that really useful. Subliminals are wonderful. There's lots, you can find loads for free on YouTube, which is fantastic. Better if you have YouTube Premium, because then you won't actually get the adverts coming through as subliminals as well. When you're in that suggestive state and suddenly there's an advert saying, oh, buy this chocolate bar, and you're like, what? So I have YouTube Premium because obviously I have a channel, so I can. But yeah. But affirmations, very helpful at this time, very helpful for a lot of people. And obviously I talk about affirmations in my book. You guys know if you've read it. Where is my book? Who has a copy of it? Put your hand up if you've got a copy of my book. What have I done with it? I got it out the other day to show my hairdresser and I've lost it. Oh well, never mind. It's on Amazon if you want it. The link is always in the description, although it's not there yet on this one because I haven't done that yet because I had to restart the stream. Okay. You can find it on my website, intriguingstatistics.com. Right. Yeah, there is a nudge for self-belief, and I want to talk about the solar plexus chakra, and I want to get out a nice crystal for you as well, just to give your solar plexus a bit of a boost. And I'm looking all around my room to see the one that I want. There it is. There it is. This is yellow calcite. Absolutely love this one. Very, very, very potent for the solar plexus, because look at it. I mean, when I look at this, it actually looks like a hunk of orange ice lolly that's been sheared off. Only do not eat this, all right? You will break your teeth and it won't be good for you. But to me, it looks like orange ice lolly, and I kind of like that. It reminds me of the orange ice lollies we had in the 80s, those funny triangle-shaped things that came in those funny, they were like these weird, it was like a Capri Sun that somebody had frozen. They were so weird, but they were great. Happy days. Happy days. And maybe there is some healing to do with childhood, because I'm going back to some childhood memories there. So me reminiscing is telling me there's probably some childhood memories coming up. Happy memories, bittersweet memories, also some healing to do with childhood, which is completely normal. So orange calcite, I'm going to suggest that crystal for you, Becky. I think that'll be very healing for you at the moment, very balancing for you at the moment. But good news are on the romantic front. Absolutely wonderful positive things coming in there, and in all areas of your life. And there's just a little reminder to remember who you are, remember how special you are, and that you deserve them all, and that you can have them all, okay, and that you can ask for them. You are allowed to ask for what you want, okay. And that was one of the themes right at the beginning, wasn't it, in the general reading we did at the beginning for everyone. Definitely a theme for you. I'm going to get one more card. What am I going to do? Oh, we're getting a mermaid. Let's do a mermaid. Let's get a mermaid. I'm enjoying myself way too much here. Right. I love doing these live streams. I should do them more often, but I work long hours. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to have a quick look to make sure we don't need any sensor shells. No, we're good. Everyone has bikinis on. Mother healing. Okay. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. And that's not to say that there's anything wrong with your mother. She wasn't a nice person. But maybe that was where you picked up a mind habit of thinking you're not allowed to ask for what you want. You can't have that. Don't be selfish. Money doesn't grow on trees. You know, maybe your mother grew up in poverty, you know, maybe she was very strict with what you could have, you know, it's different for everybody. But mother healing is definitely a theme for you to dive into, for you to explore, however that resonates for you, however that is relevant for you. And that is very beautiful. And it reminds you that you have the divine mother that's always there with you, that divine energy of the divine feminine that is always there to bring in that beautiful mothering gorgeous energy. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, there's so much love coming through. So if she's in the spirit world now, that would be love coming through from her there as well. So from what I've been taught and what I sense as well, being a medium, when I was training in the spiritualist churches, they told us that when people pass over, and if we did have problems in the relationship, when the person passes over to the other side, they don't retain any anger. There's no hard feelings. Basically, once you pass over, that's it. The lower vibrational feelings that we have as human beings are basically gone because they return to a much purer state. So they would be sorry if they forgot to ever say sorry to you when they were alive. You know, they would want you to know, that they are sorry for what they did. So okay, enjoy your shower. I'll see you in a minute. We'll probably still be here, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, Becky, so what I was saying about when people pass to the spirit realm, they do let go of those petty human tendencies, those petty human emotions. They just don't experience them anymore, and they do become a much more evolved being, I guess, at that point, because they're vibrating at much higher energy, no longer being in the physical. So I'm sure your mother is sending you so much love, so much healing, and she would want you to heal as well. She will be trying to facilitate that as well. So she may even show up in your healing, you know, if you meditate or if you're doing like a Reiki session or something. I don't know if you do Reiki. She will be sending her love as well. So absolutely beautiful. But yellow calcite. I think this might be technically orange calcite, but it's more yellowy. So yeah, lots of good things coming in. This is a big shift, a big change, and these are the keys here. Yeah. Okay. All right. So who did I say was next? Let me take a look at my list. Going back up. Deli Pip, I think you were next, weren't you? Are you still here with me? Oh, you're still here. You're so welcome, Becky. You're so welcome. Okay. Deli Pip, talk to me if you're still here. Right. Okay. Yes. Hooray. I knew you were still here. Hello, Pit Steak. So if you would like a reading, I know for people who've just joined us, if you want a reading, just say, yes, I would like a reading in the comments and I will get to you. So this is fine. You carry on. There's no like predetermined list. Just let me know in the comments if that's something that you would like. If you haven't already, if you have already told me, I will get to you. I'm trying to do it in some sort of order so I don't get confused. So, all right. Deli Pip. Be right back, shower. Okay, enjoy. Have a lovely shower. I wasn't going to get those ones out. My guides are seriously sending me in like 10 different directions right now to get cards for you guys. Okay, so it's the wisdom of the oracle for you, Deli Pip. Okay. Thanks, Pitsteak. Always appreciate your support. That's always very, very much appreciated. Yeah, of course you can have a reading. Yes, you absolutely can. We'll get some cards for you in a minute. Okay. Alrighty. Deli Pip. To be fair, for some reason, I read that as go to bed. I don't know why. My subconscious read that as go to bed. It's like, do you need to catch up on some sleep right now? Or is it very late where you are? I don't know. Hello, Liz. Yep. No worries. Deep knowing. 143. And come to the edge. We've got another 36 coming through. More manifesting magic coming through here. How exciting. Wow. And I always see these, they're kind of like petals, but to me they always look like hearts. It's almost like heart confetti coming through here. Absolutely love these. Okay. Now this does remind me, it's kind of Elizabethan here, but it also reminds me of the Queen from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So she's holding these scales, and there is the owl of wisdom up here. So we have Athena energy coming in connection to the Greek goddess Athena, goddess of wisdom and war. So she wants to work with you. And we've got another owl here. So there's a strong owl theme, strong theme of wisdom, strong theme of Athena. Okay, so she could be a goddess that you're drawn to at the moment, or maybe that you would like to look up and work with her energy. So let's look at our numbers. We've got 38, 11, 2 wisdom, 43, 7 the mystic, and 369 magic manifesting. So it does feel it feels like there's a need for a shift, a need for a change in your life, and you know it, but the people around you might not totally see it, or there might be a way that you need to approach it, because it feels like there's bravery needed. With Come to the Edge, it's absolutely about moving out of your comfort zone, however uncomfortable your comfort zone is. Oh no, your connection keeps cutting out. Well, I tell you what, I will do the reading, and then this will go up anyway, and you can watch it later when it's no longer live. So how about that? Would that be okay if I do your reading later, Ka? I'll do it anyway, and don't worry if you can't hear it all, because the replay will be available later, so you can catch it later. All right. So I will assume you're here even if I don't see you in the comments. Okay. Yeah, Come to the Edge is so about stepping out of your comfort zone. Let me move that up because I just realized you can't see that on screen. Sorry. Let me see if I can just tip this down a little bit. There we go. That's good. No, it's not. The light's on it. Okay. Yeah. And look at this very limited space that she's on. It's like she stood on the world's smallest island, which is floating in the air. And there seems to be absolutely nothing around her. And she's wearing this very pure white dress of purity and innocence, but also wanting to experience more with this gorgeous red sort of confetti petals. That there's passion here, there's a desire to do more, experience more. She's almost like a bride waiting for her of course you can send me a message, absolutely. She's almost like a bride waiting for something to happen, waiting for her person to show up. And it looks as if there is nothing around her. There's only clouds, only sky. But this is actually unlimited potential. There is unlimited possibility around her, if she's brave enough to jump. Because if she jumps, she will find that she can fly. Oh, wow. You had this conversation last night. That's incredible, Pitstay. Yeah, if she will only jump. There's that, I don't know if it's a poem or a song, where he's saying, "Come to the edge," said the master. "We can't, master, we're scared. Come to the edge. We can't, master, we're scared." And they say it 3 times, I think. And then eventually they go to the edge. The master pushes them off the edge and they fly. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And oh, I've got chills. I've got chills all around my third eye chakra right now. Yes, Ka, we may see Bedford at some point, but there will be a replay, so don't worry about being here for your reading. I'll still do yours. Yes. Whew, I've got chills. That's so special, so magical. But it's being guided by your intuition, by your wisdom, by your deep knowing, because I think you're actually quite a balanced person. And I think that I'm still reading for Daily Pip here. I think you're quite a balanced person. I think you see all sides of a matter, and I think you understand what it is that you need to do things in the right way. Where other people may not, they may not see the solutions that you can find. I think you're an innovator. I think you have the ability to see things that other people don't, which probably also makes you a great entrepreneur. However that plays out in your life. It doesn't mean you have to run a business. It just means you have an entrepreneurial mind, which is fantastic. And there's something about this dress makes me want to talk about a wedding cake. And I said about a bride, didn't I? So there's a wedding theme coming through here. So there could be a wedding around you. Could be yours, could be someone that you know. One coming up shortly. There's definitely a theme of, or it could be an alchemical marriage, may not be a literal one. But very, very interesting. Very interesting energy here. One more. Time to go. Come to the edge, it's time to go. Come on, chop chop. It's time to go. It's time to move on. with your life. Oh wow, look at how the colours match on these two. Gorgeous. That's how balanced this is. That's how balanced your energy is. It's a very balanced energy, very beautiful balance. It's almost like a Libra energy coming through here. Doesn't mean you're a Libra or that's same in your big three, but it might be. 45-9, wisdom, the end of the cycle. You know, it's time to move on to something better, and you're walking this star-spangled path to greater and better things. And I feel almost like you could be in the spotlight in some way soon as well. I feel you could find yourself in the spotlight being admired by others. Very interesting. And look how these cards have laid themselves out. The 30s are over there and the 40s are over here. It's just so beautifully laid out, like you're really gifted at things that are very beautiful. You're very, maybe you're an artist, very good at making things look very beautiful, look very appealing. Very good at tidying, I'm getting. Oh, and look, and we've got this same adorable little bunting here as well. Yeah, it's time to cross the finish line. But it's not a finish line, it's a start-finish line. You're about to cross the start-finish line and move into this new phase, being led by your wisdom, being led by your intuition. But I feel like it's important to step out of your comfort zone so you can get there. Okay. All righty. I loved that message. That was gorgeous. I hope that resonated for you. I hope some other people got something from that too. As I said earlier, you know, all of these messages, because you're in this Cosmic Dragon Soul Tribe, some other people's messages are going to be relevant to you too. So we get to share. Isn't that nice? Right, who was next on my list? Let me just have a look back up. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I kind of need Bedford here to entertain you, don't I, while I do this? What a lovely day 90. I was going to do you next if you're here, unless you're in the shower. Are you here with me? Let me know if you're here, otherwise we'll do you in a minute. Just put a little heart in the message in the comments if you're here. Talking to What a Lovely Day 90. Might be in the shower. I might have to jump to the next person. We'll come back. Who would be next in that case? La la la. Okay. 1 second. Liz, I think you're going to be next. Liz B. You're so welcome, David. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for joining us. Liz B, I'm going to do you next, if that's okay. Oh no, sorry, it should be, yeah, I'm going to do Liz, then I'll do Pitt's Tank. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Yeah. And if What a Lovely Day 90 comes back from the shower, we'll drop them into. Right, Liz, we're doing you next. Okay, we're jumping to Liz. Apparently, that's what my guide said. I can't stop saying Liz now. So clearly, it's time for your reading. And we're going with the energy. No, we're not. What? I don't have any yellow cards. What do you mean I've got to get the yellow cards? Oh, okay, bear with me, because my guides are saying you have to get. Oh, there's the yellow cards. They're saying get the yellow cards out. I was like, I don't have any yellow cards. I don't know what you mean. I do have yellow cards. There they are. Okay, we're going with the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. I don't think I need to censor shells for these, but I do need somewhere to put yet another box. So give me a second while I pop these away. Try and tidy up a bit so I don't start knocking things down. All right. Okay, put those over there. I have probably I'm surrounded by about 100 different decks of cards here in various different piles on various bookcases, so I apologise if it seems a little chaotic at times. There's my lovely Skull who's here with us today. Okay. If you haven't met him before, he is a gorgeous rose quartz skull, very high vibrational energy crystal that I got from Jenny Powell, who's an amazing crystal healer. Okay, you sit there. There we go. And I've knocked down my Labradorite tower. There we go. Okay. So Lisby, you're here. Wonderful. It's like doing roll call at beginning of school. Present. Okay, Liz. Seeger, quiet time. Aphrodite, inner goddess. I had a feeling she was going to come in. And Kuan Yin, compassion. And on the bottom, we've got Sedna, infinite supply. Gorgeous. I'm liking this, but this is very much about needing to take some time for yourself at the moment, I want to say, Liz. I feel like you do need some quiet time, but you need to have self-compassion as well with Kuan Yin here, Chinese goddess of compassion. And Aphrodite is all about self-care. You know, she is all about that. She loves the water. She was born from the sea, in a lovely shell, a bit like this one, but bigger. I'm actually going to get my Aphrodite statue here. I have this adorable statue of Aphrodite that I got from Aphrodite's Island, which is Cyprus. Here we go. Here she is. Here she is. Hopefully I won't get a YouTube strike for boobs, so let me just cover them up there. There we go. So we'll bring her in. Let's bring Goddess Aphrodite in here, just slightly off camera. So I do feel like the divine feminine, Goddess Aphrodite, does want to lead you here. So you may resonate with Aphrodite, also known as Venus. You could be a Taurus or a Libra, or that could be energy that you're very drawn to, the Venusian energy, because that's coming very strongly here with this gorgeous divine feminine energy. And reminding you that I said relying. Where did relying come from? Interesting. Maybe there's too many people been relying on you recently, because there's a reminder here that there is enough. There is enough for everybody. It doesn't have to be you giving to everyone all the time. It doesn't have to be coming out of your pocket, coming out of your energy reserves. Let somebody else do it. I want to say let somebody else do it for a change. Wow. Because there's a reminder here of your infinite nature, your innate divinity that perhaps you've forgotten about. Perhaps you've forgotten that you are the divine in human form, or maybe you know it, but you forget to act like it sometimes. I'm getting a taste in my mouth, which is hilarious, because this is called, what's this called? The ability. Smelling is clairaudience, clairsentience is feeling, clairaudience is hearing, clairvoyance is seeing. I'm getting the taste. What is that one called? I can't remember, but it's the taste sensation I get. I just got a taste of like an iced bun, like a cake with icing on it. If you're in the UK, you know what an iced bun is. But for some reason, I get iced buns for you, Liz, and I don't know why. There's some connection there. There's something coming in, maybe a bakery or something. Wow, something sweet, something that you enjoy. I feel like I want to tell you to show yourself love, and do that by meditating, by spending time in contemplation. Even if you've already been doing that recently, I feel like your whole being has enjoyed that so much, it would like that to continue. Maybe you've been studying Zen, or maybe that's something you're drawn to. I'm very drawn to Zen for you. Very drawn to, where's my book? Charlotte Jo Quebec, Nothing Special. Love this book. I'm going to put a book recommendation out for you, Liz. Very, very, very drawn to this. Absolutely love this. And Zen, I find it puts me in, is that coriander? I find it's probably not. Zen puts me in this state of that kind of meditation, mindfulness meditation, I guess it would be called. And it's a very deep spiritual practice that's very ancient, that has been very much hijacked in the nicest possible way by psychotherapy. They make it out that it's their own thing. Oh, mindfulness meditation's our thing. No, it isn't. You've borrowed it. So mindfulness could be a theme that you're interested in, or something that you do. You might be very expert in it. But there is this need for meditation, this need for quiet time. Because look, she's got her eyes closed. She's got her eyes closed. She's telling you to be quiet, like a librarian, a spiritual librarian. Maybe you like books. Maybe that's why I had to show you a book. And then Aphrodite is very much about self-care. And her eyes are closed or half closed, as she's really feeling into her body, seeing what it needs from her, seeing what it wants from her, doing some sort of healing dance. Maybe dance is a connection here for you. Maybe that's something you're very drawn to do at the moment. That could be helpful. Or maybe just watching dancing. But I feel like your body wants to rest, but it also wants to move in the right ways. It wants to be moved in the right ways. And something I found personally, which you might resonate with, or other people here in the chat might resonate with. I find if I don't do some form of exercise, and it has to be the right kind of exercise, I seize up, my shoulders seize up, I get headaches from shoulder pain, and I start to like become this rock. I start to turn to stone, and it's horrendous, and I'm in so much pain when that happens. And I recently discovered that because I thought I had to go and get a massage or pay for something like that, and I absolutely don't. I realized because I started ballet. You might know I started ballet for the first time in my life. This past term, so in September, I started going to adult ballet classes, and all of the pain, all of the tension, all of the stiffness, the headaches disappeared, and the term is finished now, and I've started to struggle again a little bit because I haven't been able to go for a few weeks, and now I'm going to have to work it out for myself. But for me, things like yoga, Pilates, ballet, dance, which uses the whole body, and it makes you move the whole body in very very specific ways, moving your arms and your legs. It's not just, you know, like doing weights or something. That doesn't do it for me. Just exercising at the gym doesn't do it for me. It has to be this whole holistic body movement, I want to say. So holistic body movement is what I want to say for you. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Okay. All right. Who did I say was next? Pit Steak, it's you, isn't it? Okay. All righty. Ah, you too, Denny Pip. Thank you. All right. Pit Steak, my friend, we're going to you. Now, which cards are we going to use for you? That's the question. We're going for the Energy Oracle. Okay. Let's pop Aphrodite over here. Where would she like to go? Let's pop her over there. There we go. All right. Okay. Now I'm using the Energy Oracle for you, so I will be using my sensor shells if necessary. Let's see how we go. All right. So, oh, 2 off the top. The Thinking Man, there you are. That's basically you, isn't it? Let's be honest. These cards are so cheeky. That's basically you. And Financial Constraints. Okay. 23, all tied up. And the Angel of Balance. Yes! Oh, this is amazing. We haven't done you yet. What a lovely day, 90, because I was waiting for you to come back, and now you get to go next after Pit's take. So I'm just going to do this one. Then it's your turn. I hope that's okay. Okay. So. Alrighty. Financial constraints, all tied up. Yes, definitely restraints in your life right now, things holding you back in ways, or have been holding you back in ways that seemed perhaps a little unfair. On 13, your old life had to die a death, and I do know some things about you, so I'm not going to take any credit for knowing that. But there have been restraints on your life, and that's about to end. That's about to finish. So the cards know it too. You have been all tied up, but interesting, we've got 3s. We had 13 and then 23, so you moved forwards. You moved forwards because of the mind, because 23, which is one of my numbers, I'm always going on about it because it's, I like 23, is the Icarus mind. So leads beautifully to the Thinking Man. It is where we fly high in the mind, where we have lofty ideals, where we have innovative ideas, where we are creative, where we create from the mind, we manifest from the mind, we create our own change, we create our own reality. And it feels to me like you've done so much work within your mind, within that higher aspect of you. So it's a higher mind that you've been working with, the higher chakras, the soul star chakra, drawing down your divine wisdom. Because look at her headpiece here. She that's reminiscent of the ancient Egyptian. I'm going to get this wrong. The ancient Egyptian sign for almost like is the extended mind, isn't it? It's representative of the higher mind, where there's this different shaped head. And I'm explaining this really badly, so you'll have to look it up, but it's something that's come into my consciousness. The higher mind, it's the shape of the head, so it is almost kind of like pointed, reaching up to the higher realms. And there's so much love here as well, because I've got this gorgeous green moth and these little red flowers. So there's been a lot of love and care. Maybe somebody close to you just kind of trying to take care of you, showing you love in very small ways with these lovely little moths. It's quite subtle, but it may have felt like spiritually, not spiritually, physically, the cupboards were bare for a while. It may have felt like you've had to go without, you've had to be stuck in your life, but you never really were stuck because you flew in your mind. You could always fly. Look at this crystal, this amazing crystal cluster that he's contemplating here. And I feel like spiritually you've grown and evolved so much that you've forced a change in your own life. And that's about to happen if it hasn't already. We've got 4610-1. Isn't 46 building the ashram? God, I wish Chrissy would hear. She would tell me. 46, the heart leading the reality, the heart leading the reality. So that which you wish to create is about to come about if it hasn't already. That which you intend, that which you create with your mind, that world you have created about to come into reality. 48, completion of karmic contract. Angel of balance with the lovely pyramids. So again, there's an Egyptian link, a link to ancient Egypt. That could be a past life for you. Yeah, I'm laughing too. That could be a past life for you in Egypt, or maybe also an interest in the ancient Egyptian wisdom, the mysteries, the Egyptian Book of the Dead I want to mention as well, in this lifetime. But it's coming into balance now, and there is this angelic presence that I feel you've called into being. Those are the words I want to say. I want to say you've called into being so that they would be here to help you, and they have created this magical potion here, which is what's going to create this new era for you, this new it's a big shift. I want to say more, it's more than just a new phase of your life, because we do go through many phases. It's bigger than a phase. This is a whole shift. Nothing will be the same after this. Everything's going to change. Everything's going to be different, in very positive ways, because that is what you've created. It will be as you have created it. Oh, wow. Literally reading Isis Unveiled on my channel. That makes a lot of sense. But I think you're pulling through, manifesting more than even you may realize. And I know you're very switched on with this stuff, but you are creating something possibly without even realizing you're doing it, because you're doing it so beautifully from this, from your intention and from the subconscious mind, bringing things into balance. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Whew, I'm loving this. Let's get one more. The world. There it is. 2911-2. The world is your oyster. There it is. It's there ahead of you, and you have become the wise hermit. You have become the spiritual teacher. You are that which you intended to become. And I love kind of like the nod to the lotus flowers here in the water. Yes, you do need to knuckle down and write that book. Finish writing the book and I will read it. But you are needed so much in the world right now as a voice of wisdom, as a voice of reason. Reason? What's reason? Where's reason? Is that a place? I was going to say reason and wisdom at the same time, but I got reason, and I feel like that's a place. Let me type it in the chat. Has anyone heard of this place? Is this a place? Reason. I feel like it's a place. Anyway, yeah. You are creating your own world now, Pitstake. You are creating your own world. It is a world of your creation. Yeah, physical strength, physical body. Yeah. And I know you've been through a lot, but the physical body is rallying because of all of this work that you've done. So your physical strength, your well-being, all improving, leaving those difficulties behind now. Yeah. I like how we've got very divine masculine sort of physicality being demonstrated here now. So returning to a state of physical wellness. Returning to a state of physical wellness. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Alrighty. Okay, you're so welcome. All right. What a lovely day. You're next. Okay, we are going back to the oracle cards. Hello. I see you. Okay, I see you. Then after you, I think we're going to KA, who may or may not be here because she's got storms. I think it's a she, I'm not sure, because they've got storms in their area, but I'm going to do a reading anyway because there's always going to be a replay. We're going to do you, then we're going to do KA, then have I missed anybody? If there's anyone I haven't done yet who would like a reading, tell me, Fire Rabbit Tarot, I don't know if you're still here, if you'd like a reading, please tell me in the comments so I don't miss you. All right, but we're going to What a Lovely Day 90. I like that username, that's pretty cool. Because 90 is a pretty wonderful day as well. Wonderful day, wonderful number, wonderful numerology. It's incredible numerology. Alrighty, so connection, love it on 53. Justice on 11. So it's your birth year. I guessed it probably was, but I actually love that number. Love that. Divine Dance. And Feeling. Apparently I'm doing 4 cards again. It's a good year. I was around in 1990. Right. Can't remember what I was doing. I was at school. Okay. Did like the 90s. That was a good decade. It was great, wasn't it? Okay. This is very magical energy coming in here with the freedom. Got the word freedom here. I nearly called it the freedom card there. I feel like I want to call this card the freedom card. So we've got connection, priestess, but there's kind of like duality. Bear with me because it's going to sound weird. I'm seeing like stripy tights, kind of like witches stripy tights here. But I'm also getting like a very strong fairy energy coming through here with this card. So I want to say connection to the fae, connection to witchcraft, that kind of vibe coming through very strongly, but very naturally as well. So I feel like you've got very strong natural abilities in some way, shape or form, connected to the fairy realms as well, connected to the fae. Absolutely. And quite an original energy here. Very original, very interesting person. I'm sure you're fascinating to be around because I bet nobody knows what you're going to do next. It's like that, but in a really fun, really cool way. Like a kind of a nature child, a moon child kind of vibe. Like you were supposed to be born in this, you should have been around in the 60s because that would have been your era. In fact, you may have had a previous life in the 60s, I want to say. Yeah, there could have been another lifetime that you had, I want to say, in the 60s that may have been cut short, which is why you had to come back in the 90s. Oh, there we go. Yes, you did. Yeah, it's very special, very magical energy that you came into this reality with, into this lifetime with. You brought it with you. I want to say that you have a fox spirit guide. There's such powerful nature energies here as well. It's real shaman stuff, like born shaman. Wow. But come in to kind of blow everyone away in this lifetime because you came in with a lot of wisdom and knowledge that you still had from that previous lifetime. So even as a child, you might have seemed very beyond your years in some way. So wonderful. Or you may have felt kind of, different to others, but so magical. I'm loving that energy. Love your energy. Okay, so what have we got here? Let's have some water. Give me a second. I was going to say you have Native American. You have Native American ancestors. I wanted to say Native American because I was looking at these kind of, not sure if they're leaves or feathers, and I was like, oh, it's such a cliche. I'm not going to say that, but I should have clearly. So I stand corrected as usual. That makes so much sense. But there is a need now to, wow, Peruvian Mexican. That's very interesting. There is a need here, I want to say, to bring your life into balance. Your life into balance, because with the Justice card here, I'm actually interpreting this as tears. And there's been a lot of brown energy here, so a lot of very grounded energy. So I want to talk about things in very much in the real world, not so much in the esoteric world. Injustices that you've had to suffer, that you've had to deal with, and it feels like there's some darker things to leave behind, so you can move into this new spiritual balance with the divine dance and feeling here. It's a new spiritual balance that you're going to be moving into, bringing all of these bright colors back into your life, not fearing the unknown, not fearing your own abilities, if there's ever been any kind of element of that for you. allowing yourself to feel everything, to feel all your feelings, not being afraid of them, not worrying that they're going to get out of control or take you in the wrong direction. Balancing all the different aspects of you, and you may have done that through dance, through spiritual healing. You know, you may have needed physical healing, you may have had you know, counseling, psychotherapy, just to bring all of those elements into balance. Or it might be something you're currently doing. And because I'm very drawn to this flower here in the middle, the red flower in the middle, because it speaks to me of Christmas around this time of year, this season. So you're trying to balance. I see it. It is happening. It absolutely is happening for you. It almost looks like a poinsettia to me, which is kind of I always find it very odd that that would be a traditional Christmas flower, because it's not even native to my country and it doesn't survive here particularly well, but people seem to be obsessed with having poinsettias at Christmas. I have no idea why. Always mystified me. But poinsettias, I think, could be connected to you. I think the medicine, the message of the poinsettia plant, I want to say. Listen to sound frequencies. Yes, that's a wonderful way to balance. But it's balancing your communication with the higher realms, with your own higher, I want to say higher vibe for some reason, which is a very strange word. So your own higher vibrations, and drawing them down. And I feel that that is what you will be teaching others in this lifetime, teaching them to contact their higher voice, to speak from the higher voice, because I think that's something you've always been very good at and that you still have the ability to do. Of course, it doesn't go away. But integrating feelings in much softer ways so that it doesn't feel as sharp, doesn't feel as painful, doesn't feel as harsh. I want to say, I see your feelings becoming gentler. So you being able to feel more balanced, feel more at peace as well. Yeah, I'm going to pull a goddess card for you as well. I'm going to get a goddess card. Okay. Shamanic drumming, gorgeous. Love it. Okay. Yeah, you're very sensitive, but you will integrate that. You will make it your superpower. You will make it your strength, so it doesn't cause you suffering anymore. That's what's happening at the moment with the divine dance. Aphrodite is back. Here she is. She's back again. Let's bring her in. Yeah, she is. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like Goddess Aphrodite is going to help you with this. She is going to help and support you. If you wish to reach out to her, if you wish to work with her, if you haven't already. So Aphrodite or Venus, depending on the pantheon that you're working with, a beautiful divine feminine, very loving energy as well. She understands all of these emotions. It's basically her forte, it's her thing. She is the expert in feeling your emotions and understanding them, working with them and making them your superpower. So there we go. We do have a crystal for you. I was just saying, do we have a crystal for you? Yes, we do. And it's strawberry quartz. Strawberry quartz. I'm very, very drawn to that crystal for you. Yeah, very drawn to that one. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, who did I say was next? Who did I say was next? Is it KA's turn? I think it is. But don't worry, even if I have missed you, I will come to you, so don't worry. Just remember to remind me in the comments. We're going to do KA's message now. She may or may not be here. Or he, I think it's a she. That's terrible. I don't even know. I can't tell. Then I think we've got everyone. And if there's anyone else who would like a message who hasn't already put their name up. Hello, Poodle. Hello. You can have a message. You're here in time. Don't you worry. I was planning to be on here for a couple of hours. You're good. I didn't know if you would see the notification, so I apologize because it was a bit last minute. But thank you for reminding me to do that. Do this today because I really enjoy this. Right, we're going to do KA's message now. And they may or may not be here with us because they've got storms at the moment. So this will be on the replay anyway. So we're looking at 1 hour, 19 minutes. Okay, so I will try and tell them that. Right. Let me write that down. I can't pause the video because it's not a video. I don't have anything to write on. Okay, that's not happening. I'll have to memorize 1 minute 19. Right. I'm going to the herbal astrology for my friend K.A., who may or may not be here with us at the moment, getting some wonderful messages, and then we'll do Pluton. Okay. All right. Ginseng. Interesting. Now I have to pull these off tobacco offering off camera because, as you guys know, some of these are not YouTube friendly. Skull cap coming up for the second time again. And on the bottom we have lion's mane. Interesting. I want to bring in this one, Tulsi, here as well. Oh goodness. I'm going to bring in all the cards at this point. I know what I'm like. Right. Stop there. Very sacred time here. That's interesting. The stillness card, for some reason, it always has this effect on me and I go really quiet. I get really still. Absolutely love it. But I feel like this is a very magical time with the magician, the ginseng here. I feel like you're about to create something very new. It feels like ceremony may have actually happened here because we've got the tobacco, the offering, the energy of making an offering when we ask for something, when we create something, manifest something, when we do that spell work, we give the offering, we give thanks, we show gratitude in one way, shape or form, one way or another. And I feel that gratitude may have been shown in a very, very physical way. So it may have been literally you doing some sort of ceremony and maybe using rose petals as an offering. And I just heard geese. Did you hear that? I don't know if you guys heard that, but I just heard geese honking. Wow. That's bizarre. They're probably flying south for winter at the moment because the weather's just turned cold here. I don't know if there are any geese left at this time of year, but maybe the Canada geese are still here with us at this time, but it sounded just like geese outside my window. Wow. So I'm going to give you geese, and geese look after each other. They look out for each other. They travel in a V. They travel together. And they're also vicious bastards, but you know, they do look after each other. And you can use geese as guard animals. They're extremely good guards of their territory. I remember my mother telling me one time that when she was little, she went to a private school and they didn't have guard dogs, they had guard geese. They had geese that actually guarded the school. I do think they probably ate them as well because they used to grow vegetables and she was taught how to like pluck a chicken and do things like that. But interesting memory coming through there for that one. So geese, symbolism of the goose perhaps as well, one to look up. And we've got this very magical lion energy down here with the symbol of the scales, the symbol of Libra. Unexpected communication may require you to be a leader, may require you to take a leadership role, may require you to step out of your stillness, step out of possibly a period of activity or less activity and step up and be the leader for others, to lead other people towards their own balance, to understanding their own emotions. There's a very strong and sacred energy about this whole reading here. And remember, guys, some of these messages can relate to everyone. It's not necessarily only for the person I'm reading for. If you're here, it could be for you as well. With the Tulsi, which is, what's that called? Sacred basil. Again, a sacred plant with the energy of goddess Hera here. So the divine goddess, the divine mother, coming in here. But it's about communication because look, we've got Mercury on these two cards. I want to talk about communication very much. Having to lead others, but having to speak in order to lead others. So leading others with your voice, with your words, with concepts, with understanding. Teaching others to tap into their own deep waters, to understand their emotions and how to control them, lead from them, and integrate the different aspects of self. So I don't know if you're actually training to be a counselor, or if you are a counselor, psychotherapist, that's possible. And these tobacco flowers down here, for some reason I was seeing them as mushrooms. as well. So there's a connection maybe to mushrooms, magic mushrooms, or some sort of ritual, perhaps using the wisdom or assistance of plants. I don't know if that's something that you've done, something that you're intending to do. Not something we generally do in my country because it tends not to be legal, but it absolutely is in other places. But there are other ways to work with the energy of plants, even if you can't directly consume them in the way that it used to be done by the ancient shamans, the magic makers. There are still ways to work with those plants, those trees. I want to say with those animals as well. So I feel like you are very much in control of your destiny right now, but because you have become so powerful, I want to say, that's the word I want to use, you may find that the universe asks you to step up and be the leader for others. So there we go. Okay. Poodle, it's your turn. All right. Okay, so I don't know if... Hello, Ginger. Yes, of course. I was about to ask, is Ginger still here? Because I said... So I said some things and I was like, I feel like I'm talking to Ginger with this one as well. Yes, absolutely. I don't need to go anywhere. I'm literally sat at home with Bedford. I'm doing nothing other than I'm going to go and watch videos or, I don't know, do a jigsaw. I have a lovely Christmas jigsaw, which I'm going to do. And I have to do it while Bedford's asleep because he likes to eat the pieces for some reason. He will not leave me alone when I'm doing a jigsaw. He gets up and goes, what are you doing? What's that? Can I have some of those? What are they? What are those pieces? What are you doing with them? Are we playing with them? And it's like, Bedford, for goodness sake. Poodle, we're also using the Herbal Astrology Oracle for you. And I'm going to grab some Moonology cards and then we can do Ginger. Okay. And if there's anyone else in the chat who is here with us who would like a reading, who hasn't had one, speak now or forever hold your peace. Actually, not forever, you know, just until the next one. Okay. Poodle. What we got? Lemon balm. I love lemon balm. Melissa officinalis grows everywhere in my garden because I made the mistake of planting one once and it went to seed and now it just self-seeds all over the place. Absolutely gorgeous. Yarrow. Oh, interesting. Very feminine energies coming through here. Okay, going to need a sensor shell on this one. Pow or Podarko. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that because it's not one I'm knowledgeable about. Metamorphosis. Let's just hide. There we go. And calendula, more yellow. These kind of feel like very healing energies coming through here. I mean, I really love lemon balm. It's a very calming energy. Calendula, again, very calming. Yarrow, harmony. There's a calming, harmonizing energy coming through here. Very strong divine feminine energy. And the metamorphosis here of the feminine cycles coming through with this powerful goddess. Change, powerful change. And nurture for you. Very drawn to the symbol of the bee on this one for you as well. Very drawn to lemon balm itself. Lemon balm might be a herb that you'd like to look into and see if that's one you'd like to work with at the moment. I believe you can make a tea from lemon balm. Don't quote me on that. Please check. Always check before consuming any herbs. And make sure they are the right quality and they're not covered in chemicals or anything. I grow my own. I do actually use lemon balm. It's very helpful to keep biting insects away. It's a very calming energy with lemon balm. Do I have my herb book here with me? Just consulting my witch's bookcase behind me. Have I got in my herb? Oh, I wonder if it's in this one. Let me just quickly look in here. It might be. But Melissa lemon balm is very calming, very soothing. It's kind of lemony. It's a lovely soft lemon smell. Maybe you'd like to get some incense. I don't know if lemon balm incense is a thing. It definitely should be. Lemon balm 67. Let's take a look. Nope, that's not the right page. 83. It's included in love incense, apparently. Okay, good to know. 128. I think you need this one, don't we? I was looking in the wrong section of the book. Bear with me. Bear with. Lemon. That's not there. Got lemon verbena. They don't want to give me lemon balm. That's annoying. Anyway, you can look that up for yourselves. But it is a plant that I absolutely love. I find very calming, very soothing, very gentle to have it around in my garden. And it does self-seed. It is prolific, and it reminds us of how abundant nature is, how nature, the divine feminine presence, the goddess, is eternally abundant and generous with everything that she has, that there is no lack. I want to say there is no lack. Not truly, not really. There is only the lack caused by other people and by ourselves and our beliefs. So I want to bring in this gorgeous, balancing, loving, kind of very cuddly, golden energy for you today, Poodle. I'm going to take a goddess card as well because I want one of those very powerful, divine, feminine vibes coming through here for you. Absolutely beautiful. And telling you that change and metamorphosis is actually positive, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time. Medicine woman, here we go. Yes, you may actually feel drawn to work with herbs yourself at the moment, which is why I felt the need to start looking them up. That could be a thing that you're drawn to. Maybe you already do it. Maybe you're already an expert in herbal medicine. I said herbal astrology. Yeah. Or maybe that's something you're interested in foraging, something like that. But I feel it would come in very natural to you if you're not already doing it. So absolutely gorgeous, divine, feminine goddess, but it's the feminine priestess energy coming through very strongly here. It's the magical divine feminine energy that wants to come through for you. Very, very interesting. And this one actually says you are a channel for divine healing power. And I feel you do have a natural healing ability. I've been thinking about it. Wonderful. No confidence. Oh, well, it's you don't have to tell other people you're doing it. Just read a book. Do what it says in the book. I've been on some fun courses, some foraging courses. There's so much to learn. A really good foraging book, actually, particularly for the UK, is this one. She says, getting it out of the bookcase. Edible and medicinal wild plants of Britain and Ireland. And of course, there is some crossover with other countries, but this is specifically for us here. I don't know whereabouts you are. Here's the Yellow Cuddle book. But Robin Harford, if you look him up, he has a presence on Instagram. He also has a podcast that you can listen to where there's lots and lots and lots of free information. He is the daddy in this stuff, and there's all these pictures in the middle. And the lady that I learned foraging from, I think, is a student of his. And at some point I would like to study with him myself. But absolutely wonderful, very fun, it comes very naturally to some of us as well. I think to many of us, people who are very psychic, very tuned in. Oh, UK, well, perfect. Yeah, he's based in Devon, I think, but if you follow him and get on his email list, he will actually tell you what's in season, what you can go and find, what you can go and look for. I love following him. He's wonderful. I always go out and get like the wild garlic when that's in season. I know where to find that, and you know, I'm the weird person gathering it and carrying it, and people are like, what is she doing? Because it's kind of a lost art, and it's something that we used to do very much, and we used to use things called pot herbs, like wild garlic, like nettle, things that would go in the pot that we would eat, that would bring certain vitamins, minerals, nutrients at the times of the year when we needed them. And I feel like that's a strong part of your path moving forwards if you would like to do it. So don't be afraid, and don't let a lack of confidence hold you back. Just do it anyway. So there we go. There we go, Poodle's ego. Munch on that one. That's how to use the ego against itself. I can't do that. I don't have any confidence. Well, it doesn't matter. You don't have confidence. Just do it anyway. See what happens. So there we go. I hope that helps. That's what I try to tell myself when I have crisis of confidence. It's like, well, just do it anyway. When I first started growing my garden, when I moved here, I moved to this house I'm in at the moment in 2019. Not my house, I rent, but I had a little garden and I wanted to have a garden to be able to like grow things. I had never really had a garden to grow things before, but I'd always desperately wanted to. I sort of had a few herbs here and then in pots and like tiny beds or whatever. And I bought some herbs in pots, and it took me about a year to actually plant them out in the garden because I was lacking confidence so much and I was so scared. I had so much fear about doing it. And I kind of felt like, oh no, if I go out and do gardening, all my neighbours are going to be watching and laughing at me because I don't know what I'm doing and I'm going to look like an idiot. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody cared. I don't think anyone saw me doing it. And if they did, they were like, oh wow, she grows things. Isn't she clever? And I had no idea what I was doing. But I managed to grow all of these vegetables and fruit trees and herbs, and I've got really much more confident with it. But at first, I was stood out there next to this little table I've got outside, terrified, sort of trying to put soil in a pot, feeling like everyone, the eyes of the world were on me and judging me. And it was the most, in hindsight, it was the most ridiculous thing, but that's where I was. That's where I was, you know, and that's how it goes sometimes. So anyway, do it anyway. No one cares. And it reminded me that everyone else is really wrapped up in their own stuff and they don't care what you're doing. They really don't. That's if they even notice. Okay. Let me get you a Moonology card, Pootle, and then we'll get... Is there anyone I've missed? Is there anyone I've missed who wants a reading who hasn't had one, who is here with me right now? I don't think I've missed anyone. Speak up now if I've missed you and you'd like a reading. Yeah, we're really not that important. That's very freeing. Like the book said that I showed earlier. Where's the book gone? By Charlotte Jo Quebec. Nothing special. You're nothing special. No one cares. Just do whatever you want. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. None of this is real anyway. It's a simulation. You might as well do the thing you want to do. Okay. So let's get you a... Try not to hit my camera. We'll get you a Moonology card to finish, and then we'll get some cards for everybody to finish. Yes, our ego is a pain. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Bring love into this situation. New moon in Aquarius. Beautiful Aquarian energy coming through, reminding you that it's okay to be different and interesting and innovative and do things that other people are not doing, because you actually become a leader at that point. With the new moon, it's about new beginnings, new intentions. And I want to say, do the things that you love. If you're drawn to the things, do the things that you're drawn to, that your heart tells you want to do. And don't worry about what other people are thinking, because as we know, half of them aren't watching. The ones that are, most of them don't care. And the ones that are judging, to hell with them. They don't matter. It's about following your intuition now, because I feel there is something very profound for you to discover in that practice. Okay. And I'll just mention for everybody, the card on the bottom is it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. This winter solstice, we are still under the energy of the winter solstice, because the day before and the day after, we still feel it. So we still are under the energy of the winter solstice, although technically it was yesterday. This is a solstice for letting things go, for letting go of negativity, for moving forward. So let's get some final messages for everybody, for the collective. Final messages. Let's go. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Woohoo! Oh, that's a good message. I like that. Have faith in your dreams. Yes. Waxing crescent moon. This is so positive. I'm blown away with this. And take time to breathe out. Like I said at the beginning, remember to breathe. Take that deep breath out. Let it all out. Remember to breathe. Remember to relax your body. Allow it to move as it needs to move so it doesn't get stiff. Dance your dance. If it's, for me, it's ballet. For you, it might be yoga, Pilates. It could be any activity, you know, other belly dancing, whatever moves your body in wonderful ways that makes you feel good. Yes, the conclusions are within reach. For me, this is showing the end of difficulty, because we are stepping onto this much higher timeline now. And we've had so many timeline shifts, like insane numbers of timeline shifts in the past few years. I feel like we've had at least 8. Most of us have had at least 8 in this year already. There could be one more before New Year's Eve. It could actually happen on New Year's Eve. I'm sensing a timeline shift on 31st of December. Conclusions are within reach. So it's finding the conclusion to what we were asking, coming to a conclusion, getting our answers. But why did I say answers? I don't speak like that. That's not my accent. Whose accent was that coming through? That was mince pie eating. Very good exercise. I tried it. I did some of that this morning. I need to go out and get some more. But it's also the ending of difficulties. Concluding the difficult. Here he comes. Here he comes. Who hears the door being opened? You do. The ending of difficulties, the ending of our difficult times that we've been through. Get your head out the bin. Sorry, that bit was for Bedford. Have faith in your dreams. Up he comes. Bedford always has faith in his dreams. He asks for what he wants and he expects to get it. And if he doesn't get it, he bites mummy's ankles, don't you? Yeah. Naughty boy. You're here for the conclusion. That's very nice of you to finally show up. Sorry about the missing fur on his head where he's been scrapping. Silly boy. And you come to purr for everyone. Well, that's very nice of you. Very nice of you. Ginger, did I miss you? Ginger, I haven't done a reading yet for you, have I? Did I? I can't remember. Can you help me out? I feel like I've missed you and I need to do a reading for you. Or did I do you? I can't remember, Ginger. Help me out. Not yet. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, we'll do you next. We'll do you in just a second. I had a feeling I'd missed someone. So we've got that. Always say if I've missed you because it's not a problem. Take time to breathe out. So you get to be the postscript, Ginger. That's interesting. You get to come after. You're the encore. That could be symbolic in and of itself. Interesting. Look at this. Scrapper. Terrible. I wish he wouldn't fight, but he's a boy. He's a Bengal. It's his thing. So he fights. You're a naughty boy, aren't you? You a naughty boy. You're going to look at the camera. You look at everyone. No? I'm going to look at whatever that is down. Look at my shredder. That's far more interesting. Yes, of course it is. Charming. All right, sorry, my chair's creaky again. Let's see if I can put this back so we're not on the squiff. There we go. Good boy. Bedford, have you farted? Sorry. It's just suddenly this whiff of something. Might be his breath, actually. Take time to breathe out. Not you, Bedford. So, yes, have faith in your dreams. Dreams coming true at the moment. Things that we've asked for actually manifesting into being. Know that you can manifest what you want. Know that you can create the life that you want. You can. And you have the right to ask for it as well. You are allowed to ask for what you want. Okay. One more time for the people at the back. You are allowed to ask for what you want. And let go of the stress and know that it's coming. Ginger, our postscript today. Okay. Bedford, your breath is terrible. He's like, so is yours, Mum. Oh, okay, thanks. Fair. That's a fair comment. There he is. Bedford. Nobody wants to... You're not helping. Not helping. Am I going to do this one around you then? I see. I'm going to use the energy oracle for you, Ginger. I may have to move my cat if he starts... No, leave that alone. He's such a menace. Such a menace. Look at him. He's gorgeous. Hello. Hello, Bedford. Say hi to all your adoring fans. They all came here for you. I know the truth. You're here for Bedford, really. I understand. It's okay. You're terrible, aren't you, Bedford? Big yawn. Big yawn. Okay. So, Bedford, I've got news for you. I might need you to get down. I'll try and work around him. Okay, so cards for Ginger. Goddess of the Moon. Love that one for you. I am going to have to move the cat. Come on, Bedford. Come and sit on Mummy's lap nicely. Oh, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. Look, you can sit here and help. No, you can sit here and help me. There we go. So, animals disrupting life. Here we go. Right. Off he goes. He's annoyed with me now. Right. Okay, Goddess of the Moon on 52.7. You know, I wanted to say 52.6, which is really weird because 5 and 2 do not add up to 6. They add up to 7. But sometimes when things like that happen when I'm doing numerology, there's a reason for that. So I have to take the numbers that I'm given. So 52, 6. I don't know why. 5 and 2 add up to 6 for you, Ginger. And 29, the world. Goddess of the moon, gorgeous. We've got Artemis energy coming in here. Beautiful celestial energy. I want to bring in my selenite. I'm getting some selenite. I'm very drawn to selenite for you, Ginger. So if you have some, or if you're drawn to it, that could be a crystal for you to get or to work with. Let's bring in the selenite. Let's put it there where it seems to go. Alrighty, be careful with selenite, people, if you have it, because it is water soluble. Do not put it in water. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. You can send your thank you at the beginning because everything's been topsy-turvy. And community. Attachment. Appreciation. Okay. So leaving behind negative attachments now, people who may have held you back, limiting beliefs that have held you back, moving into a much more expansive. So we've got the moon and the earth. We've got these two planetary bodies here working together, which is interesting because we've kind of got they're kind of both divine feminine, really, aren't they, the moon and the earth? But obviously the moon being the satellite of the earth, there's something. I'm trying to discern what this is. I'm trying to get the energy hook of these two. 29, 11, 2, wisdom. It's leaving something behind so that you can fully express your being, fully express who you are, Ginger. With the goddess of the moon, it's your divine feminine energy, which is the more spiritual side, but also oh, I just had a message from someone who might be coming in. Nathaniel, are you there? Talk to me in the live chat if you just came in. He just messaged me to say he's going to try and join. So sorry about that. I think I lost the stream for a second. Right. So attachment, leaving behind old attachments, things that, oh, you almost purchased a Selenite heart-shaped bowl last night. Well, that wasn't by accident. Leaving behind negative attachments to things that aren't real, to images of people that you thought you were supposed to be, or to people that you thought was something that they turned out not to be, to the fake masks that people use, if we're going to get a little bit Jungian. Yeah, letting go of illusion that has kept you captive, where freedom and possibility was always possible. Leaving behind, and it's a divine masculine energy that's held you back as well. So it could be father energy, could be just the divine masculine generally, could be father healing to do here from this lifetime, from previous lifetimes. Let me just move the camera so you can actually see the cards properly. There we go. Community, but it does feel like a community is building around you now. Feels like a community is building around you. So I don't know if you're a YouTuber or if you have some sort of like online community of people, but you are needed and appreciated because you are bringing these different aspects of people together, particularly women. So the divine aspect of the woman, the much more grounded aspect of the woman as well. So it's almost like the ether, but also the earth coming together. And you have this ability to work with both and help people to be more whole, to allow them to be their full holistic self, to know their esoteric side, to know their wisdom, to know their full spiritual power, but also to understand how to work with that in this world, how to work with the physicality. So maybe, you know, it's almost like meditation and growing a garden. You know, it's like those could be two things that represented by those two cards. But you are that person who helps people to integrate the different aspects of self. And you are so loved and so appreciated for it as well. There is so much love here, so much appreciation, but I don't want you to think that you are stuck in any way, because you're not. You're not. I feel there is a great deal of positive influence in your life. I was going to say change, and I was like, that's not the right word. It's positive influence coming in, and I feel as you grow this community of people that you serve, that you help, that you lead, that's where you really come into your power. And it's already happening, and it's incredible to watch. Absolutely incredible. I think the rose, particularly the dog rose, is particularly important. I'm going to grab another deck of cards because I need to get my rose deck out for you. Oracle of the Roses coming up for Ginger. Okay, so let's get a rose for you, because I feel like roses are incredibly important for you for some reason. Okay. The Explorer, Old Garden Rose, number 28, the Explorer. The Amy Vilbert Rose. We're going to get some roses. The Caregiver, Fleur de Péché Rose, which is a modern garden rose. And the Warrior. Oh, look at these lovely roses. Marichal Neil Rose. And on the bottom, the Child, which is an old garden rose. So, wow, we're going to grab the book for these because they are very, very interesting. These particular cards are very interesting. Where's my... Let's see if I can get this to focus. Why is it not focusing? There we go. Okay. So, 33, the Caregiver. Interesting, my eyes just sort of stopped on Becky for a second then, because I opened the book on the mother just after I looked at Becky's name. So, little message for you there. So, the Mother Rose coming through. 33, the Caregiver. We'll get a very, very quick meaning on this one. Self-care, nurture, acceptance, trust and compassion. Sign of Cancer. 28, the Explorer. Journeys, adventure, exploration, self-discovery, Sagittarius. And then the Warrior on 18. Protection, adaptability, skill, loyalty, discipline, and Aries. But also Athena energy. So the deities for this one is Mars, Athena, Minerva, of course, Eris and Neith. Interesting. So there are your roses. I hope that message was helpful. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined me today. Is there anyone who's missed out who hasn't had a message who wanted one? This is your last call before we disappear. Happy holidays to you, Ginger. Thank you so much. It's been my absolute pleasure. I always have so much fun with you guys. I appreciate you all so much. So thank you so much for being here, for making this possible for me to do, because, you know, it's nice that someone wants to listen to me with my cards. Wanted to read a card for me? Do you want me to pull a card for me? Is that what you're saying? Sacred Rebel card. Oh, you're going to pull one for me. Oh, the Sacred Rebels. Oh, please do. Thank you so much. Number 27. I don't have the Sacred Rebels card, but Chrissy has them. Receiving. Oh, yes, please. Right. You pop these away. Poodle is kindly doing reading for me now. I like that. 27-9. I like that numerology. And just while we're waiting for her to do that, which is very, very kind, I will tell you that I created this deck, which is love messages, and something that I actually do, and I'll probably do a upcoming live with love messages here. Oh, some of them are jumping out so you can see what they mean. I fantasize about you. I don't feel good enough for you. I want to be alone with you. I choose you. I'm still dealing with some stuff. I've been in love with you for a while. So it's basically messages from the person on your mind, or the person that you want to hear from, what they would say to you, what they would like to say to you. And I actually offer this on my website as a reading. It's a very, very cheap reading that you can get, where I will literally just pick 6 of them for you and send it to you as a little message. But something I was thinking of doing for a future reading is where we actually use these cards, and I will do messages from your person readings live. So that's a possibility if you guys are interested in that. So if that's something you'd like me to do, please let me know in the comments and we can look at doing one of those. So here's my message, number 27, receiving from the Sacred Rebels. It says, you are so loved. Your every need is witnessed and responded to by the universe. Oh, thank you. Too much going out. Yeah, I know. And you need to allow energy to come back to you to bless you and restore you. That's a really good message. And I actually have 2 weeks off from my main job now, which is really nice. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. I've managed to get myself 2 weeks off, so I'm actually not working my other job, my day job, until I'm not back till the 6th of January now, so that's pretty nice. But I will be doing some readings for you guys because there's a Christmas reading that I have to do with my holiday Hello Kitties, which are blind boxes, which I need to record. So let's get them out. Let me show them to you before we go. Look at this. Look at this. I have to unwrap these and find out what the toy is inside them. It's these little blind Hello Kitty toys, mystery boxes. And I will be doing a pick a card reading with these later. So, but read the full description in your friend's deck because it's. I will do that. Thank you so much. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you very soon. You all take care. Have a wonderful Christmas. Have a wonderful holiday and a wonderful New Year's. And I'll see you on this channel and my other channel, Angel Wings Statistics, very soon. Oh, thanks, guys. Bye.